Hey everyone, it's Amani. I'm here kind of just giving like a little overview of my plan to relearn machine learning this year. And so pretty much I've built like some ML, a lot of ML projects, a lot of LLM based projects in the past. I'd say like a year. I've done a lot of work in this space, I'd say, and also some research as well in my free time. But the main problem is like low key I forgot the fundamentals, right? And so there's a lot of foundational stuff, like basic stuff, like ground level stuff you really should know. I think the problem was when I was first like building these out, I did, like I read some documentation for all this stuff and kind of learned the basics, but like really briefly, just enough so I could remember it and the time that I was actually building a project. But it didn't really stick with me, and a lot of it hasn't really stuck with me. And so what I want to do now is kind of get back into it and actually fully learn from the ground up once again. So basically, it's like I'm starting over, but I do know a lot of the stuff already, so it should go by pretty fast. But I guess just to quickly preface some of my previous experiences in projects and research involve fine tuning models, working with agents and deep agents, creating that like lane chain. Now also is like these deep agent stuff as well. It's pretty cool. Um, Doing a lot of RAG based projects, multimodal RAG sort of stuff, computer vision stuff, computer vision stuff with YOLO models, and like also AR, a lot of AR stuff I did a year ago, I'd say a year and a half ago. I was really big into that. And then recently I've been getting a lot into geospatial data, and then so stuff with like Google Earth Engine, ArcGIS, and then like incorporating that with LLMs, and then open source stuff, like working with certain open source models and like pruning them or like trying to implement different like systems into them. So like using like high rag, like, hierarchical rag, whatever into those. So it's been pretty cool. So my overall kind of plan, I guess, to actually relearn. And so far, I basically asked Perplexity to kind of give me like I've done research in like how I should do this, but also asked Perplexity like what kind of I guess what should I be doing in between each like course or whatever I'm reading. And basically, I think I should just be building out mini projects or sometimes bigger projects as well. And so far, I've already gone through Engineering's machine learning specialization course, fully finished that. I took some notes on that as well, as you can see here. So I'm not larping, but just taking some notes on that, reviewing some stuff that is really fundamental stuff, but it's also great to know, foundational knowledge really. But after that, doing the second course, about like unsupervised learning. Um, well, it focuses mainly on that. Recommender systems, clustering stuff, a lot of that. So like K-means algorithms, like that was the beginning of it. A lot of that stuff. And also touches into reinforcement learning as well. After that, I'm moving on to Stanford's course about transformers. I found this cool little 3 hour video about like AI research stuff. I'll watch, of course, Karpathy's Zero to Hero. I've watched a few videos in that already, in the past, but I'm gonna like fully go through it. And then after that, kind of just like really like diving into PyTorch and just like reading through all the documentation, building mini projects and like stuff throughout just to make sure that the info sticks in my brain. Um, and after that, UVA, I think they're in like I totally forgot what this is, but they have this great deep learning tutorial stuff like it has paid a whole bunch of stuff with PyTorch and JAX for deep learning. And then I found this other cool course. I don't know if I'm gonna do this one here, but I found this other cool course by Stanford as well, another deep learning course. So mainly, I'm gonna focus on these ones about machine learning and then move into deep learning a bit later. But yeah. And so in between that, building out mini projects, things like reading research papers and like implementing them, or like re-implementing them and then adding some twists onto it. Changing whatever parameters and stuff like that. I want to get into a lot and also posting that on here to hold myself accountable. Also see kind of how I think about, approaching something like that and think about how I think and or seeing how I think rather would be pretty cool. Um, Also doing stuff like model distillation. There's other cool like little ML project stuff I can do. I want to, do those to help uh, reinforce my knowledge and also post on here just for others to see who are also trying to get into the same thing and also for myself to see how I progress. And so I think my plan for this is I'll try and post an update on this every single week. And so this is week one, I guess. I've been watching those videos on this second part of engineering's course. But yeah, so I think every week I'll just post an update about, where I am, if I've built anything, what I've learned, kind of also just talking about what I've learned, to also, because I feel like me explaining what I consumed and the content I consumed helps to make sure that I actually know what I'm talking about, and to see and then to test to see if that knowledge actually stuck in my brain. And other than that, yeah, I guess towards the channel as well. It's just mainly, I think this channel is mainly just for kind of to document and post my own journey of just learning machine learning, as well as I'm also going to be posting some link code videos and other like project videos, just even unrelated to machine learning projects, just other software engineering projects. Um, so I'll be posting like project demos and like in-depth dives of projects and like breaking down architecture just to see, just to kind of prove to myself and I guess whoever else sees the video that I actually know what I'm talking about. Also, it's just I think it's cool to see as well. Um, but yeah, so I'll be doing that. I'll probably be like live streaming stuff as well. It's like me studying or like me working on a project and me like live streaming that as well. I think it'd be pretty cool. Um, but yeah, so I would say it's pretty much it. I'll post an update next week about on this. So this would be week one of machine learning. Post an update next week around this time, probably the same day, about this, talking about what I've learned, all that good stuff.